Are you receiving me? Good. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fireside Chads. A Chad you can fireside to. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Once a day, I'm going to Google a thing, and I'm going to talk to you about it. And that might mean I get my facts wrong. And if that's true, and you at home know that what I said was wrong, email me at thebirdchad@gmail.com. And then in the next video, I will give you personal shout out, and I will correct my mistakes. And I might even, sing you a little song and write you a poem. I don't know. We don't know. The future's endless. But anyway, let's just get right to it because it's time to get it done. Today we're going to talk about something that you do all the time, every day, whether you know it, like it, or are comfortable with a mild amount of it around you at all times. Thinking! And throughout the years, you've come up with all kinds of wacky, clacky, roly, and for some reason slimy things to do whilst you do it. Tapping pencils, spinning things, flipping cups, slime. At one point in the 80s, you were so fidgety, thinking all the time, you invented this skip it, which wiped out most of the kids in the neighborhood, even Becky. That's right, that's what happened to Becky. And some of you can harness the power of your restless energy into extraordinary thinking, but you gotta keep that shit sharp. So you play games to strengthen your Jedi Force powers instead of just rolling 2 metal balls in your hand like you're training for a porn career. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and if you think there is, maybe you should try rolling some balls in your hand. You do brain teasers, mind melters, stumpers, scrabblers, concentration, crossword puzzlers, the angriest of birds. You got millions of them, and they're all available in the App Store for purchase. And even science says that they're good for you because instead of using all that restless energy you've been building up from not having to kill and farm for survival anymore to just fidget and freak out, your brain gets off on it, even though you're all hardwired for routine over good times. Don't believe me? Think about the last time you got snacky and all you had was stale popcorn and uncooked pasta. Now, how much of both did you eat? Be honest, I can see you. But why? Because your brain loves accomplishment, and puzzles have solutions. And once you find it, your brain rewards you. You know the feeling. You've lost your keys. And since 2005, you United States people have been snacking on one particular puzzle that's been around since the 19th century. Sudoku! Which I have never played before, and I have no friggin' idea what it is or why anyone would want to do it in the first place, which brings me to our fireside chat for the day that I call Sudoku. The fuck is that?
Sudoku? The fuck is that?
Okay, so first off, the name is Japanese, and it comes from the phrase Suji wa dokushun ni kaigiru, which means the digits are limited to one occurrence, which anyone who knows how to play Sudoku will chuckle knowingly at, pissing the rest of us off. It's basically a logic-based number grid puzzle, or combinatorial puzzle, which is fancy-ass deluxe speak for fucking math. Way it works is you get a 9x9 grid, those are squares in case you're too high right now, that you gotta fill the numbers 1 through 9 into so that each column, each row, and each of the 9 3x3 subgrids that compose the grid, also called boxes, blocks, or regions, contain all the digits from 1 to 9. Basically, you get the numbers 1 through 9, and they gotta all fit in there crossways and longways. Bummer you spent most of high school thumbing car magazines and smoking, because that's not gonna help you here. When you've completed the puzzle, you've made what is known in combinatorial math as a Latin square, which is a grid where each symbol in a sequence occurs once in each row and once in each column, kind of like food courts in a mall. Doesn't matter which mall you're in, if there's not a Sparrows, Panda Express, and Auntie Anne's in there, it does not count as a food court. That's math. It goes back to ancient China, where it was called magic squares, but in that one, the numbers had to work diagonally too, and it had a square missing, because math is even more fun when it's harder. Then in 1782, Swiss mathematician Leonhard Euler made a version of it called Greco-Roman squares, and in that version, he used letters, because he studied imaginary numbers, which is the point in this story where I fell asleep. Then in the 19th century, in France, it caught on, only this time you had the puzzles partially filled out for you, and your job was to figure out what numbers were missing. You know, like a treasure hunt, but the treasure's numbers instead of something awesome. The modern version of Sudoku It was started in 1979 in Dell Magazine by Howard Garnes from Indiana. Maybe kind of possibly loosely based on the French version of Magic Squares, but that is not for sure. And he called his version Number Place, because Indiana. And finally, it made it to Japan in April 1984 in the monthly Nicholas, which is a Japanese gaming company newsletter, kind of like Nintendo Power back in the day, but that's for a different day, and you bet your ass we're going to go all in on that day, I'll tell you what. It gained massive popularity in America and Britain in 2005, all thanks to this Hong Kong judge named Wayne Gould, who saw a version in 1997 in a Japanese bookstore, because it was all the rage there thanks to Nikolai Games, and Wayne spent 6 years developing a computer program that could make many, many Sudoku puzzles very, very quickly. Sold to the British Times in 2004, and now it's a game show, an app, a dumb shirt, an award-winning country song by Peter Levy, and it pissed me off so much last night when I did it for the first time that I almost punched my smartphone, and that's what the fuck Sudoku is. Good luck, nerds!